Now, your KRBC Storm Team forecast with meteorologist Grant Tosteru.
Starting out your morning very mild once again across the big country. 56 degrees this morning here in Abilene. Yesterday, West Texas saw some of the warmest temperatures across the entire country. In fact, one of the warmest spots across the entire United States came out in Colorado City. They got to 86 degrees for a high yesterday out there. Here in Abilene, we even made it into the 80s. 83 is what we made it to yesterday afternoon. That's the warmest temperature we've seen since the end of October, and the warmest temperature we've seen so far this year, well above our average high of 60 degrees. Sweetwater also came in at 83. Eastland, Coleman also made it into the lower 80s. Almost everyone across the big country made it into the 80s for highs yesterday, and we're going to have a pretty similar situation today for most of us. Those winds are going to start to pick up this afternoon while they're remaining light ahead of a stationary front that's sitting off to the northeast of us. Those winds are going to bring in the 80s for many of us again this afternoon, becoming exceptionally breezy out west. Could gust as high as 30 to 35 miles per hour. But as that front pushes into our area later this evening here into Abilene, right around that 6 o'clock hour, those winds are going to die down later tonight as well, becoming more around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Overnight, seeing those winds becoming more northeasterly, keeping in temperatures into the upper 30s, lower 40s, bringing in some of that cooler air out there. And then as we head into your Saturday, here come those winds once again out of the west, as it's going to bring in some warm air before we'll watch another cold front move in early Sunday morning. But these could even be stronger for some of us off into the western portions of our area, sustained as high as 30 miles per hour out near Snyder. And then here comes our next cold front early Sunday morning, and that's going to bring in some cooler temperatures, sending them downhill into the beginning of next week. So 80 degrees today for many of us. There's that cold front only keeping us in the mid 70s for Saturday. Sunday morning, another cold front's going to move in, and that's going to send those temperatures free falling into the beginning of next week. 40s on Monday. Looks like we're only going to stay in the 30s next Tuesday, and that could bring some winter weather with it too, as some rain is going to start to push into our southern counties by early Tuesday morning. But as those temperatures near that freezing mark, we could watch some of that rain transition over to a freezing rain, possibly even some sleet and snow mix by Tuesday afternoon. Now, we'll be watching this closely. We're going to hang on to this chance for a bit of wintry mix through most of the day on Tuesday afternoon. Now, still 4 full days out in the forecast, so a lot can change. The details not quite there yet. Just wanted to give you a heads up on the potential for some winter weather as we head into next Tuesday, so be aware of that. But take advantage and get outside and enjoy the warm weather today. That front's going to lift off to the north, and that's why many of us are going to make it into the 80s later this afternoon, staying cool off to the northeast though, and then that front's going to start to surge back south again as we head later into this evening. 82 degrees for a high here in Abilene, as those winds become pretty gusty out there, dying down tonight as that front pushes through, keeping us in the upper 30s heading into your Saturday morning. Mid 70s on Saturday, 60 degrees on Sunday. Here comes that winter once again. 30s on Tuesday with that chance for some rain snow mix. Lows are even going to fall into the 20s before we start warming back up again.
We'll definitely take advantage of today because it looks like things are going to go south.